Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this January 3rd. Happy New Year for those of you that were off all weekend. You're just now getting back up and at 'em this early in the morning. Current time 4:45 Central Time. And kids, a lot of them going back to school today. Things opening back up and running as normal on this rainy Tuesday morning. We've got a lot of showers still in the area. Radar still pretty active this morning. A lot of the rainy weather, as far as the heavier showers, those have since moved off to the east, but we're still looking at a fairly decent chance of showers today, perhaps even a thunderstorm as an area of low pressure passes right just to the east of Bowling Green this morning, dragging behind one cold front. And then we'll have a secondary cold front come in late tonight, early tomorrow morning, and that's going to bring in much colder air. And then the point of interest turns toward the chance to see our first snow of the season by Thursday night. Right now, looks like we could see some very minor accumulation out of this if things go as planned or as we see it right now. But we got to get just a little bit closer to that actual day before we can pin down what we think is going to happen. At this point, it looks like it's not going to be a big deal as far as accumulation, but it could be a big deal as far as impact or potential impact on roadways, maybe Thursday night into Friday morning. But again, it's only Tuesday, so we've got to use caution here as to, not to hype it up too much, but certainly to let you know that it's something that we're watching very closely. Yesterday's high in Bowling Green was 65, and that happened a little bit after 3:30 yesterday at the Bowling Green Airport. That's 20 degrees warmer than average, 45. And then 51 was our low. That's 24 degrees warmer than the average of 27 for the day. 1 year ago, we had a high of 47 and a low of 26 back in 2016, and we picked up 43 hundredths of an inch of rain yesterday, and we've picked up almost that much since midnight this morning, according to the local Mesonet site here in Bowling Green. So you could say about 0.8 of an inch of rain just within the last 24 hours, which is good. We're starting out the year. Of course, we zero everything out on January 1st, and we start afresh and anew as far as the numbers are concerned. So we're pacing ahead of where we should be for these first few days, the third day of January. Looks like we'll add to that before the day is over. We're going to keep in about a 50% chance of rain showers today and continued mild with a high this afternoon at 61. There could even be maybe a passing thunderstorm, a little bit of elevated instability, not much, but don't be surprised if you hear a rumble of thunder a little bit later. Northwest wind at 11. Then for tonight, we're going to leave in a 30% chance of some drizzle, and that could possibly end as maybe a passing flurry. Not a big deal. Overnight low at 33. And then as we get into Wednesday, here comes the cold air. Sunny, yes, but cold. A high of only 38. And we get down to a chilly 22 on Wednesday night. Thursday, now, here's our system coming in. It's not an actual cold front for us. This is kind of an overrunning feature where you get high pressure to the east. Gulf of Mexico opens up. We don't really have a front coming in. This is all just a system that's out in the plains that is going to shove the moisture our direction because of that high pressure moving east. So with the cold air already being established, we think we're only going to see a high of 32 on Thursday with snow showers coming in for Thursday night with a low of 18. So, whatever falls and however much it falls on Thursday night, it's certainly going to freeze over, and that's why I'm talking a little bit more about impact than about accumulation. Usually, with these winter situations where we have winter precipitation. Everybody wants to know how many inches, how much. But the emphasis here needs to be on potential impact and not necessarily how much are we going to get. I can tell you it doesn't look like a lot. We could generally broad brush it here and say maybe an inch. It would certainly be our first accumulating snow of the season, but I think its impact is going to be icy roads, snow-covered roads, and not a lot of snow, but just enough to cause travel issues, say Thursday night and into Friday morning. Again, we got to get a little bit closer to that system before we can pin this down for sure, but I would plan Thursday night, Friday morning to just be aware that there could be some problems, okay? So Friday, as you get up, it will be kind of icy, some snow cover, probably on many of the roads. But skies will be mostly sunny, but a high of only 30. So again, we're not getting above freezing. Then down to 17 Friday night under a clear sky. Saturday, just barely above freezing, mostly sunny, 33, back down to 18. Yes, it's going to stay cold for a while, it appears. Sunday, we'll see sunshine, just a tad warmer. We do get above freezing to 35, and then a warm front moves in by next Monday. We'll see sunshine and 43, and the long-range models are telling us that next week is actually going to trend much warmer with highs in the 50s. So after today, cold for several days, at least 5, almost 6 days straight. Overnight lows will be in the teens and 20s, 5 to 6 days straight. And then we get that shot of maybe some light or minor accumulating snow Thursday afternoon and Thursday night. And that's basically it in a nutshell. Now, if something changes on that, of course, we'll let you know. But as we get into the day tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll have a better handle on just how we think all this is going to parse out as far as how much precipitation for Thursday night. But I do think we're going to get something, and enough to cause at least some impact on travel. Okay? All right, that'll do it for this edition of the podcast. God bless as always, and thank you so much for listening. Know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day, and I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, 11 a.m. on midday, streaming live to the WBKO app and WBKO.com. And if you get a chance, join me for my radio show later today. It's Back on Track, 3 to 7 this afternoon at Classic Hits, Sam 100.7.